Hi Scorpio, fellow Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for your love life for January 2017. Welcome to my channel, Soul Light Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten and I appreciate your coming by and taking a look at this video. Remember that this is a general reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising Scorpios, and not all messages will apply to you, so take what does resonate and leave the rest. And perhaps your rising or moon sign video will hold more of a message for you this month. So, looking over your cards, I'm using a combination of the Wheel of the Year Tarot and the La Vera Sibilla Oracle deck. The first card that came out is the Seven of Pentacles, the second was the King of Wands, and the third was the Nine of Wands from the Tarot deck. Seven of Pentacles is about assessing a situation or where you are. Taking note of your accoutrements, what you have acquired or accomplished. Maybe you're doing that at the beginning of the year. A lot of people do that at the beginning of a new year. They look over past goals, see what they've accomplished, and give yourself credit for what you've accomplished, because you've accomplished a lot. Maybe you're not done yet. Because of the woman who is pregnant, and what she's trying to give birth to is not yet, she's still pregnant, so it hasn't been fully developed yet, hasn't fully come to fruition. But you've done a lot in 2016, so give yourself credit for all that you've accomplished and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay? As far as romance, it's not standing out too strong for me in January. I do see someone in your life. If you're in a couple, bear with me because I'm new to doing this. So it's hard for me. I guess I read more so from the single woman's perspective. But anyone with any intuition can read between the lines and see their story. So, because it's easier for me and it might flow better, I'm going to read from the single woman's perspective. But if you are in a long-term relationship, just apply this, twist it so that it works for, your relationship. So, as a single woman, if you're involved with someone, this relationship hasn't really taken off. It hasn't fully developed yet. It has a lot of potential, but for some reason, maybe the reason I'm seeing is, really a big reason I'm seeing is time management. There hasn't been a lot of time applied by either one of you to developing the relationship deeper than what it is. Maybe work has interfered with that, your work or their work, because you have a lot of goals and ambitions, Scorpio, and the spotlight on your career, the sun is shining on your work and career right now. Things are happening. New energies are demanding your time and attention for your working career. And you've had to put your focus, even though you have, if the woman in the Seven of Pentacles, she's looking at one apple. There's 4 apples that are ready for picking. Or could be ready for picking. And she's hungry. But she really can only focus on one at a time. So I see your energies are being not so much scattered, but just kind of, it's just I feel like you have to do something that maybe you don't want to do, that you have to spend your energy on something you don't want to do. Perhaps it's your work. Maybe it's the work that you do, or the time that the work requires. Maybe it takes all day and all of your energy to do your job. And there's very little time for you, very little time for your mate. So that's the scenario I see. I see that if there is a lover in your life, or a mate, or someone who's interested in you, they're willing to work it out with you. Whatever amount of energy you want to put into the relationship, they're willing to match it, because they care for you. And they're interested in you. This is a time when you're not feeling the most attractive in January. Maybe you feel like you put on weight over the holidays, or just in general that you've gotten a little floppy. So I see you working on yourself, or wanting to spend time working on yourself. This is a desire as well. Wanting to spend time working on yourself. Maybe you want to tighten up your waistline considerably. It's so funny because I'm seeing the Scorpio, and they're tying the rope belt around the waist of the not the Scorpio, the Scarecrow. Woo! Tying the rope around the waist of the Scarecrow really tight. So maybe you'll use a waist cincher to slim down, or fat burners, because I'm seeing the Disgrazia Seven of Spades card, which is like a building on fire. Maybe you'll use some sort of a weight burner to lose weight, or you focus on burning excess weight. I'm going to take that as the reading for that card. That you want to burn fat, you want to burn excess weight. And the cards are also giving you a little bit more advice that, take into account the foods that you're eating. Are you eating too much corn and sugar? Are you getting enough exercise? Maybe you should learn about foods that burn fat naturally and start consuming more of those foods. So using natural energy, redirecting your energy in positive ways by working on yourself. Now, how else can you work on yourself, Scorpio? I see in a relationship that there might be some criticism. Maybe you're hard on your partner. Maybe you criticize your partner a lot. This might blow up in your face if you don't get this under control. Maybe you need to ease up on your partner and realize that they're reliable and true, and appreciate them for what they have to offer. So that's a message. Again, this is a love reading, but I see maybe the focus of love is on yourself this month. Getting your work life together, getting more stable, secure, making your life more stable and secure, maybe through work, getting a new position at work, or taking on new responsibilities at work, working on a team, or working as a leader. But this is it's causing a lot of tension and anxiety for you. There's a lot to get done. Like I said, you're working all day. You're hoping that your efforts pay off because you're putting forth all of your efforts in your career right now. Um, Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Um, yeah, so that that stress energy is something, you can redirect that by working on your chakras, keeping your chakras in balance. Specifically, your sacral chakra could really getting that in balance, getting that balanced and cleared, and in 100% proper functioning. You can do that through Reiki treatments. You can do guided meditation to learn about getting your chakras in balance. And I think there's even music and stuff that you can listen to that can help balance out your chakras, or maybe mantras that you can say. But that would help you deal with your stress in the month of January. Also, getting outdoors more and uh, walking more could alleviate your stress. All right, so I want to read a little bit about the Sibylla cards. I'm not going to read it verbatim, but let's see what they have to tell you. So I know that page, that Seven of Spades is kind of a scary card, that fire, and it does say that, caution it's a warning card. So be careful of leaving anything on, any appliances on, any gas leaks or anything in the home. So be especially cautious with that in January. But I think the message it's bringing here is two messages. I think it's wanting to advise you that you can burn fat through how you eat, and incorporating some exercise would make you feel better about how you look, because you haven't been feeling very attractive. And then another message is that a warning about your taxes. Is tax time. I hate tax time. Is January tax time, and you could get audited this year. So make sure you get your taxes done right and properly. Maybe get them done early. If there's anything that looks funny, that looks like it might call negative attention to you, you might want to address that before uh, the what is it, April, whatever date in April we you have to file. So you want to kind of address it early. That's going to be causing you some kind of tension too. So maybe you will do your taxes early, find out that you owe. But if you do it now, then it won't be such a surprise later, or such a crunch. You won't have to gird your money belt so tight in April. If you know that you owe now, you can start, putting money away for that now. So yucky news about the taxes. Be careful with that. Okay, let's see. What else do we want to say? What else does Sibylla want to tell us? Um, well, yeah, you are going into a more prosperous and stable time in your finances. Um, business, maybe a business that you're doing on the side or a business that you're starting will flourish more, and that's why it's demanding so much of your time. You've got to cultivate it right now. That's where you need to place your focus on that more so than on relationships. But I see you still. I see this person still around. Um, they're faithful and they're loyal to you, and you really do care about them, and it means something to you that they're hanging in there with you. So, you know, that's all I can say is for January is it's kind of like staying the course, because this is going to be a very busy time for your career wise, and it's nice that you have someone steady and dependable who who's not going to be cheating on you. Let me put it like that. I don't think they're going to be straying or going anywhere. There's a part of you that might worry about that though. Some jealousy, because you're not spending as much time with your partner as you want. You're going to be wondering, well, what are they doing? Or have they stepped out? Um, so be mindful of that. I'm not going to say that nobody's going to cheat on anybody, but I am going to say that it's important to try and give equal time to everything that's going on in your life right now. But also make sure that you communicate to your mate that that they are important to you, but that right now you have to spend some time addressing your career and monetary goals. Yeah. Okay. So let me pull an oracle card for you, Scorpio, to sum up the month of January 2017 for regarding your love life. And I'm pulling an oracle card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. I love this deck, and I think that Colette Baron Reed is an amazing um, person, an amazing diviner. Her oracle system always seems to be on point. So let's see what messages are for Scorpio regarding their love life. And one card flipped out, and it is the Mending card of mending. Let me read what that means. And we'll just read it for a relationship, as a relationship message, since this is supposed to be a relationship reading. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're able to move forward in a relationship. Separate together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do in order to bridge the gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come out of forgiveness and an honest redress. So maybe you and your partner, maybe your relationship, the seven of spades can also stand for separation in a relationship. So if you're not with your partner right now, maybe you're not with them because of a criticalness or suspicious nature or energy of suspicion or jealousy or control issues that occurred in the relationship. And all that needs to get mended and addressed in January in order for the relationship to continue to develop. And the key that I got out of this with the King of Wands being at the center of the reading is that your partner is willing to work on this with you. If you're willing, they're willing. So that's the message I have for you for the month of January, Scorpio 2017, for your love life. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it didn't resonate with you, please look at your rising or your moon sign. And I will see you in February. Have a wonderful new year. Blessings.